Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Air Kitty. Alright, and we are back with the Rugrats mystery game. Quickly just giving a recap to what happened in the last episode to basically tell you what case we're trying to solve today. We are just getting into Susie's case of her missing car, her toy car.
Firstest thing I got to do is find some clues.
And we're looking for clues. I've got Olaf again. He's been very upset because I've been neglecting him a little bit today. So I'm gonna try to play with him in my lap. It's probably not gonna go very well, but regardless. So probably I should try to get the mic out of my face. I'm a little all over the place right now. But so, last case I think we went to Home Heaven. So
Truth is out there, but to find it, I'll need some clues.
So now we're gonna go to the park again.
Oh, the kids are so restless today, Stu. I think I'll take them to the park and let Mother Nature take over for a while. Ah, what a beautiful day. Now, baby, I can finish my book.
Yeah, I can actually play this game without my son just wanting to be wherever he wants.
Be a pony.
Did Lil just say that when she grows up she wants to be a pony? Okay. Actually, let me try and move some stuff away on my desk here. There we go. A little bit more room for my mouse now. Okay. Trying to make sure I'm in frame. Trying to make sure that my mic's not, like, right here in front of my face. Trying to make sure all the levels are not great because, of course, with these older PCs, you get some fun glitches now and again. So, very fitting we're at the park, and we're gonna try and find clues for Susie's missing... Well, was missing car. She found it 2 parks away.
What's wrong? Lose your mommy?
Even worse, my teddy bear.
Yeah, we've heard this before, so I'm just gonna skip that. And I did actually realize that I realized in the last part, because I actually finally went and looked it up, I was actually saying the names wrong. Oh, hey, there it is.
We did it! We found the teddy bear! I'm allergic to everything green.
Chucky, what does that have to do with the teddy bear? It's not even green. Are you colorblind? Do you have a red-green color blindness? I think Chucky might also be colorblind.
You found Teddy!
Yes, we found Teddy.
Since you helped me, I'll help you. I know something about that case you've been working on, but it's gonna cost you a Reptar bar.
But I just found your teddy bear.
What, you want me to eat him? I'm hungry. Life on a playground is tough,
Okay.
kid.
But where are we gonna find a reptar bar?
They're around. You just gotta know where to look. Come find me when you got one. See you later.
Sorry, I can't have Olaf on my... He wants to continue to, like, be on my arm, which is putting pressure on it, and...
We're not gonna go down any slides, are we?
Well, unfortunately, there's not any slides here, so I guess you're safe, Chucky. But yeah, it's just causing a lot of problems, so I had to take him down. I had to, like, put him on the floor. But I did finally learn the names of the characters. So, blonde girl here, her name is Belinda. And I was close with the other kid. I thought his name was Dino, but it's actually just Dean.
Hey, look! There's a baby turtle in the fountain. Let's help that turtle to get to its mommy's birthday party.
Okay, let's try to clear somewhat of a path Ah, dang it.
I'm gonna need a really long nappy after this.
There we go.
We did it! We got the baby turtle back to its mommy! When I grow up, I want to be a pony.
Hi!
Did you say that you want to be a pony before?
Nothing naughty happens in this neighborhood without me knowing. I'm well congested. And now you are, too. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
She's also a young bartender at the Teeter-Totter Gulch Saloon. And you know how those bartenders are. They hear everything. You might not think they're listening, but they are. Okay. So, very obviously, I'm gonna...
Car tracks and doggy tracks.
I'm gonna assume tracks.
A doggy leash.
Yeah, and considering that there's dog tracks, I'm gonna assume that there's a dog leash. This one is kind of difficult, but I'm also kind of thinking that it might not be... I don't think the clues are the same. Well, that's not exactly true because Cynthia was used twice. But I guess I'm just kind of going with instinct and trying to figure out what things are. Like, there's not really any rhyme or reason for a lot of this. Like kind of like with, like, a regular mystery game. You know, you look through the environment, you look for items, and through those different pieces of evidence, that's how you pick out clues. This one you kind of...
clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Right, this one is just a guessing game. Typically, though, obviously, it usually has to relate to the scene as well as the fact of... You know, you can pick out other clues from there, so...
A picture of a wormy.
Click on the hat when you're done.
I'm gonna assume this is right.
A good guess, but the clue was not a picture. That's all I remember for now, but I could remember more if you bring me more Reptar bars.
Yeah.
See you later.
This is where my daddy barbecues.
Cool. Okay, so it's not that, and I don't think it's the red hot candies because that was in the last mystery.
Look! It's a all-you-can-grab wormy dinner.
So I'm gonna assume it's probably the...
You're gonna be tasty full.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's probably gonna be like the handkerchief or something like that.
Wormies are my favoriteest food. There's enough wormies here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I'm actually debating if this game actually gets harder as you go on, because, I mean, it feels a little bit more difficult, but not really.
Finger licking good.
I mean, I guess that's more difficult. They're sending out more worms.
Yummy! Finger licking good. I got no more pocket in my pockets. Me too, I'm all filled up. Yeah, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Eat!
Nice. Okay. Let's go try this again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play that... I'm gonna play this duck game as well. So I think you can stack up the reptar bars, so you can stack up to 3 of them.
There's no tigers in here. Or vegetables.
You ever get the feeling you're being followed?
Don't worry, Chucky. Just lead them back to their mommy at the pond.
So when you're about to get hit in the head, do you guys say duck or do you say people? That's it, just stay together. Boy, Spike sure's a fraidy dog. Even I'm not as scared of duckies. I've got a ducky choo-choo train. So when you're about to get hit in the head, do you guys say duck or do you say people?
Nope, 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 nope. Freaking A, Spike. Spike, can you like go away?
Do ducks have to take baths? Or are you kind of doing that all the time? That's it, just stay together.
Oh my god,
That's
Spike.
it. Follow the Chucky Ducky. Bye. Listen to your mommy. Don't swim after you eat for an hour. Look both ways before crossing rivers. Bye.
There we go. Perfect.
It's a jungle out here. Is it just me, or do we all get a little bigger every day?
God, I'm not gonna lie, so like obviously in each one of these locations there are mini games that I like and ones that I don't. The worm one is fine. I actually like that one rather nicely. The turtle one's not too bad. The duck one I freaking hate because Spike just doesn't know. Like Spike is just not even like a pun on the name, but like he literally puppy guards. Which is cheating. Everyone knows puppy guarding is cheating. And I hate to say it because even though Spike the character is a great character, Spike the dog is not making me want... Like, Spike is not making me love dogs any more than I do at this moment.
Hi.
So if it wasn't obvious, I'm not a dog person. I am very much a cat person.
I'm the boss around these parts. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
I think
Hanky Chief.
Click on the hat when you're done.
I think there was a new piece of dialogue. I missed it. Oh well.
That's it. One more reptar bar and we'll find out who done it. See you later.
Well, I have another reptar bar. I thought ahead.
Since we know what was it, let's find out who done it.
I'm gonna take one of you downtown. Or at least make you sit in a corner somewheres.
That apparently didn't work with me as a child. Being put in the corner did not help. Not really for any particular reason except for the fact if I would find a way out of it, like I'd be like, I need to go to the bathroom or something like that, and I'd just hide out in the bathroom.
Why me? Why always me?
But this is the first one where we actually have Chucky as a suspect, too.
You better be getting me mixed up with Lillian.
You wouldn't pick your bestest friend, would you, Tommy?
Do it, and I'm never sharing my worms with you again.
It's not polite to point.
It's because I'm a boy, isn't it?
Okay, it's overplayed, Phil, okay? No. Stop being sexist and stop outing yourself like that, okay? If the computer science field has taught me anything, playing the gender card doesn't work, okay? People are less apt to help you if you try to play the gender card. I'm not saying that there's not a problem in like gender-wise in the computer science field. I'm just saying find a new card to play. Because the gender card is not going to help you out at all. Even if you're right. Even if it is because of your gender. Don't play that card.
Do I look like a criminal mustard mind to you?
I mean, yes, I actually think it is Chucky because of the tissue. And Phil's already kind of got in trouble once, so.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
Because you did it.
Chucky, you hijacked Susie's car, didn't you?
But nice weather we got today.
You're scared of dogs, right, Chucky?
I'm scared of everything.
And here's what I think. I think you was playing in the park and got too close to the flowers. You sneezed, and then you had to blow your nose. That's why I found a dirty hanky by the flowers.
You're being a little too nosy about my nose, Tommy.
But when you blowed your nose, you woke up a big old meanie dog that was tied to a nearby tree, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, no.
The meanie dog broke his leash and started chasing you, and you hijacked Susie's car to get away from it, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yes, I did it. And I'd do it again, too. I didn't want to be Puppy Chow, but I didn't mean to hit the bush. I mean, I was going so fast, and it was hard to steer, and it just kind of jumped right out in front of me. And I was going to drive the car back to where I found it, but I was scared the jug-eating doggy was still there. So am I under distress, Tommy?
Nah, I'm not gonna distress you, Chucky. You had to hijack the car to save yourself. The only bars you're gonna be behind are the monkey bars.
Thanks, Tommy.
So, there wasn't any persecuting because there wasn't any poopatrating.
I understand. I'm just glad Mr. Chucky's all right. Friends is more important than cars any day of the week. See you around, Mr. Defective.
Now the question is she gonna come in a third time?
So the case of the Grand Thief Auto was over. That Mrs. Susie sure was something for giving Mr. Chucky like that. Mr. and Mrs. Big. I mean, Susie's mommy and daddy bought her an even better car on account of how nice she was. Word has it, the big old meanie dog skipped town. And me? I bought a one-way ticket to Nappyland.
You dumb baby!
Out of all the defective agencies in all of the whole wild world, why did she have to come into mine? The name's Pickles. My friends call me Tommy, but you can call me Mr. Defective, sir.
If you weren't the only defective in town, I'd go to another one. But you are, so please, can you help, Mr. Defective, sir?
Drop the nice girl act, sister. Cousin. Every kid between here and the playground knows you're a big old meanie.
Maybe so. But even I'm not mean enough to steal Phil and Lil's buried treasure.
Phil and Lil got buried treasure?
Are you sure about
I didn't know they was pirates.
They're not. Their treasure was an old bologna sandwich they thought was neat because it turned green. They buried it a few days ago, and when they came back to get it today, it was gone. But I didn't do it really. Anybody who thinks I take a yucky old bologna sandwich is full of bologna themselves. You gotta help me get my good name back.
I didn't know nothing about Mrs. Angelica having another name, much less you would have stole it. That sounded like a whole different case. But I knew that usually Mrs. Angelica and treasure went together like a dike bee and a bottom. Thing is, I also knew if there was one chance an innocent kid might have to do time out for a crime they didn't perpetrate, I had to help. I'll take the case.
Okay, so now we're going to home heaven.
Ah, well, I bet even Edison had to go to home heaven sometimes. Come on, kids. This place really is heaven. Now, where do they keep those hydraulic shopping carts?
Hydraulic shopping carts? You mean the scooters? For the old people and the disabled? Stu, you can't have that. Last I checked, you got 2 legs
This
that
place
work.
looks like my daddy's basement, except nothing's broken. Hey,
Hey!
something about this place makes me want to build blocks really bad.
It's like Jennifer Coolidge like line. Makes me want a hot dog real
They got
bad.
lots of tools here.
Cool, someone to play hide and go seek with. I've been playing just hide, but that isn't very fun at all.
Yeah, we'll go find you.
Daddy calls this a do it or else store. Mommy doesn't like that. I think this is a boy store.
It is not, Lillian. There's a woman here.
This is like a grocery store, only for houses.
There's women here, and you even got representation because she's African American.
Something about this place makes me want to build blocks really bad.
Real, variety and hiding spots here, isn't there, Dean? I mean, there's...
I didn't know houses had their own heaven.
I mean, there's not, like, an entire plant section literally right below here, and then on top of that, like, an entire shelving unit up here, and a sink.
Pretty good, kid. You might be defective material after all.
Can I skip this? Oh, you can't skip the action. Like, you can skip the dialogue, but...
How'd you know it was a defect?
Yeah,
If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
okay.
This place looks like my daddy's basement, except nothing's broken.
So in this one, I will say that even if I know who the person who did it is, I'm actually going to pick the wrong person. So I'm actually gonna kind of like accumulate some bars here.
Wow, this must be where the dummy bears live. I'll take all the stars down and make it daytime so the dummy bears will wake up.
But yeah, I'm just gonna accumulate some some bars. So that way,
I can't watch.
there we go.
Oh, Tommy! Tommy's good
Oh,
at
frick,
catch.
dang it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Monty Mouse.
Go!
Cool. So now we've got that.
I didn't know houses had their own heaven.
This place looks like my daddy's basement, except nothing's broken.
I don't get it. How do you fit a hole in a grocery cart?
They got lots of tools here. Too bad I can't even use a spoon yet.
Yeah. So there's a lot of dialogue going on, so it's really hard for me to try and get
This
this.
must be where my daddy gets stuff to fix.
We're gonna have to turn on the volume, okay? There's a lot of dialogue right now, so it's really hard for me to try and explain what I'm trying to explain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna accumulate as many candy bars as I can. I think actually you only get one per minigame. And like if you do the minigame again, you don't get an extra candy bar or something like that. Or Reptar bar. I don't think so. I'm actually kind of tempted to go back and play the Dummy Bears game to see if I get another candy bar or if I just get the one. And I will actually do that. But the other thing is too, is so in this one, I'm actually going to pick the person who it is not to see basically what that looks like. Just to have the content and say, there it is for people that want to know what happens. Obviously you will have to probably you will probably have to get another candy bar to then pick the right person, so I will have to replay the minigames again. However, obviously, this is just my plan for this case specifically.
This is the biggest construction set I ever saw.
Okay, so actually, let me go back and play the Dummy Bears game. I'm not going to show necessarily the actual footage of it. I'm just going to show if I get the candy bar or not. And we're just going to see what happens.
Wow, this must be where the dummy bears live.
Woo! Yippee! Yeah, way to go!
Okay, so actually you can get Reptar bars. You can actually get Reptar bars from playing the same game over and over again if you want to. Obviously, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go pick another game. And actually, since we didn't get to play the paint one too much, I'm gonna do that one next. There was something else.
That's the funniest looking vacuum cleaner I ever seen.
Hi, Mango.
Vacuum cleaner? You know what that means, right, Lillian? Yep! Tummy kicker time!
I was actually gonna ask.
This kind of catch.
Well,
Because I don't actually have to touch the ball.
oh, duck on it.
Sounds funny, like when Mommy's burping me.
Dang it. This one is a little harder, as I said before, because, like... Oh, frick. Like, they're always moving. It's kind of hard to judge if it's gonna go into the paint can or not.
That sounds funny. Gotcha!
We did it, you guys. We got all the balls. Phil, you can stop shaking now.
No, we can't.
Okay. And I think technically I actually need 4 candy bars. Maybe.
I guess this is where you buy houses.
No.
But how do you fit them through the door?
No, 3 should be fine, but I'm actually thinking about playing this game.
I didn't know houses had their own heaven.
Well, play. It's not really playing, really.
No.
I'm just gonna...
Usually Dill only wets his stuff, not everybody else. We got to get him off that sprinkler. Put the sprinkler down, Dill.
You missed me.
Oh, frick. Tommy, get away from here.
Do I look like Flint to you? You're my best friend.
It's not bath time yet.
Go away.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets wet. Go away. Got him.
Dang
Your
it.
sprinkling days are over, Dill.
That was actually kind of hard to, like, actually do legit. Diaper's full. Maybe the hide-and-seek kid wants a Reptar bar. Glad that didn't count then. But for anybody that was wondering, like, hey, is there a place where you can see your high scores? There is actually a place where you can see it. I didn't actually realize that was going to take me out of the games, but... Or, like, the area, but... Okay, I thought for a minute, like, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Like, how did I have less? But yeah, so this is where you can see your high scores for games and such. So, like, We're Malicious, my high score is in the 8,000s. Turtle Recall, 8,000s. Just Ducky, 8,000. Shake It Up Babies is 7,000. Baby Shower, 6,000. And Dummy Bear Express is 8,000. And this is where you can see, like, there's no more mini games. So anybody that's asking, like, you know, like, hey, like, what about, like, are there any other mini games? There's no other locations. There's no other mini games. I will say that is one thing I wish that was different about this game, is that you had multiple locations, as well as the fact of I do wish the formula was a little bit different. It was more like a regular point-and-click adventure game for a mystery game, but I don't know if it was something like they just wanted to try something different. I do like, however, that they do have all of the kids and their high scores here. So you can see kind of like the ranking. Obviously, Phil and Lil are tied at 5,000, but of course, Lil had to go first. Tommy's at 15,000, Angelica's at 25,000. Chucky is down here at the near the bottom with 3,000, and then Dill only has 100.
I could fix this if I weren't out of duct tape. I guess I better go to home heaven. I'll take the kids with me to keep me
Yeah, to keep you distracted.
home heaven. Hey, look, faucet accessories.
But yeah, so let's continue on.
This must be the place where housies are born.
Hey there. You learn a lot of things when you're a good hider. Now I can tell you some. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Oh god, now we have 4 items to pick from. Okay, well I don't think it's this one, the sippy cup. Seeing a cat and feathers.
A doggy cookie.
So I'm thinking maybe something...
Ducky feathers. A kitty cat. Click on the hat when you're done.
I'm gonna assume it has something to do with Spike maybe digging it up.
Nice try, but the clue was not yellow. If you want to know more, I'm gonna need more Reptar bars.
Hi,
if
Mango.
you need anything else, you know where to find me.
Well, thankfully I have Reptar
Hey
bars.
there. If anybody knew I was telling you this, I could get in big trouble. But I'll risk it for a Reptar bar. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Maybe the sandwich?
A sandwich. Click on the hat when you're done. Good defecting. You got 'em all. Next time we'll figure out who done it. See you later.
Okay, so I think I need another candy bar anyways. Or another Reptar bar, because I'm gonna fail it. So I'm just gonna...
This a do it or else store. Mommy doesn't like that.
Oh no! Usually Dill only wets himself, not everybody else. We got to get him off that sprinkler. You don't want to do that, Dill. Okay, so maybe you do.
It's not bath time yet.
I got some cookie for you. Squirting peoples isn't nice. Stop! You are a bad, bad baby.
Go away.
This isn't a swimsuit, you know. I like my clothes without sprinkles. Go away! I got some cookie for you. Play nice, silly. How beautiful! You don't want to do that, Dill. Okay, so maybe you do. Uh-oh, it's the sprinkler kid! No, Dill! Oh, no!
I'll never step on another sprinkler again.
Don't do it!
It's
I have to
not
switch hands
bath
now.
time yet. Go away. It's all fun and games until somebody gets wet.
Go away!
This This is actually a super effective way of doing this in these later levels.
Okay, maybe you do. I'll never step on another sprinkler again. You don't got to water people. Just plant.
Stop!
Go away.
Don't do this, Dill. You got people who care about you. Do I look like plants to you? Stop! No, Dill! Oh, no! You are a bad, bad...
I have to like keep switching hands because one hand keeps getting tired.
Nice rat.
Do I look like plants to you?
I got your cookie for you.
You miss me.
I got your cookie for you.
I like my clothes without sprinkles.
Be nice. Nice rat.
Sounds like you.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets wet.
Shoot, I'm even warmer now.
Your sprinkling days are over.
Okay,
Jill.
finally. I just did like I'm getting bored. Can we hurry this up? Actually, I'm kind of wondering if the candy bars also carry over. I think they might have in the last one, but I don't want to check it right now. I'll do it in the next mystery that we solve.
Now, let's find out who done it.
Which one of you two's doed it?
I wouldn't do that if I was you. I'm innocent, Mr. Defective, sir. I wouldn't do that if I was you. I'm too beautiful to do anything wrong.
So what if I actually check? So now we're like, okay, let's pick Angelica and see what happens.
Well, it couldn't have been Mrs. Angelica. She wouldn't chase a kitty up a tree. A baby maybe, but not a kitty. Got your red, pod. It was you, wasn't it, Spiky? Confess. Okay, so I guess you're not gonna confess, but I know you did it. You dropped your bone in the sandbox so you could carry the sandwich. You met up with the kitty and barked at it, accidentally dropping the sandwich out of your mouth and onto the ground where it got grass all over it. The grass made it taste yucky, so you left it there. But it still had your long-felt tooth marks on it. Even Mrs. Angelica's mouth isn't that big, right? I guess you're saving it for the judge, huh?
Thanks, Tommy. I'm not getting blamed for mean stuff I didn't do anymore. Just for the stuff I did do. See you around, kid.
Wait, Mrs. Angelica. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yeah. Phil and Will wanted to say thanks by giving you the treasure. They say there's not enough bugs in it yet for them to keep it.
Oh, no. I couldn't. It's their treasure.
They said not to worry. They got lots of other fuzzy green treasures under that couch. Now I'm walking out that door, and you can't stop me.
Why would I want to stop her? Of all the stuff Mrs. Angelica does, leaving is the bestest. So that was the end of the case of the missing buried treasure. Nothing bad happened to Spike, cause, well, he's a dog. Mrs. Angelica stayed out of timeout. Phil and Lil were more satisfied clients, and me? I learned it's true what they say. One baby's treasure is another baby's disgusting fuzzy green sandwich. But if I didn't get another case soon, I was gonna have to bury it in my tummy.
Oh, God, Susie, how many problems you got?
Mrs. Susie walked in. She was good at walking. She'd been doing it a long time. I only learned how a little while ago. Usually, seeing Mrs. Susie was a good thing. We did fun stuff together, you know, tag, leapfrog, patty cake, the usual stuff a defective does in his off time. But I could tell we wouldn't be playing patty cake today. She looked like she had a spot on her mind.
Hello, Mr. Defective. I've got a lot on my mind.
Well, I was close.
Somebody stole my plastic duck with the multi-balls inside.
You don't mean...
Yep, the Maltese Ducky.
That's a priceless heirloom, isn't it?
Nah, I got a whole box full of them at the candy store and it only cost 99 cents.
Oh.
But I really liked it.
Oh.
And I want you to get it back.
Okay. Tell me everything you know, but skip the ABCs and the other board and stuff like that.
I was at the town park picnicking with my mommy and daddy. I set the Maltese Ducky down to go pick some flowers. And when I came back, the duck had gone south. I want you to catch whoever did this and persecute them to the full extent of the law.
Trying to turn Mrs. Susie down was like trying to eat without making a mess. A baby just couldn't do it. I'll take the case.
The case of the Maltese Ducky. It's actually kind of cool, like the reference to the Maltese Falcon, another film noir detective story. I'm actually kind of wondering how many cases there are, because I think right now we're on like case like 7 or 8. I think it's 7. But it would kind of be fitting to end on the Maltese Ducky, considering the reference to the actual like one of the probably not one of the like original. I can't remember what the original film noir movie was, what the first one was.
Firstest thing I got to do is find some clues.
But it's definitely a classic.
It's too pretty outside for the kids to be cooped up still. I think I'll take them to the park. Okay, kids, don't do anything dangerous, anything that could possibly be dangerous, or anything that makes you dirty. Have fun!
Deedla, why did you have kids then? That is all they're gonna do. Okay. Yep.
What's wrong? Lose your mom?
Yep. Lost your bear. We're gonna go find it. Bear is not here.
I hope we see some ants. I'm hungry.
This bear has more varied hiding spots than Dean does.
This grass is tall. I hope we're... My mommy took my teddy bear away because I used to eat him.
It's a jungle out here.
You found Teddy!
I did! And I know you're like, I'm hungry, get me a Reptar bar. I'm gonna be like, but why? And you're gonna be like, because I can't eat Teddy. Okay, so let's...
Hey, look! There's a baby turtle in the fountain. Don't worry, we'll help you get to your mommy. I know you'd do the same thing for me. If I could swim.
Oh, this is...
Your mommy sure is a sound sleeper.
Okay. Ah, dang it.
How come we couldn't have got a fast turtle?
Dang it.
Everybody needs their mommy.
This is totally
There we go.
cool.
Nice,
I
Lil.
like a happy ending.
Okay, so the rainbow balloons can be destroyed by any of the other balloons that come through. But the solid color balloons can only be gotten rid of with their specific color. Okay. Well, let me... I know I don't have to do these. I can just choose not to do the ones I don't like, but...
After a rough day of defecting, there's nothing like relaxing in a nice comfy sandbox. You ever get the feeling you're being followed? Don't worry, Chucky. Just lead them back to their mommy at the pond.
But yeah, I'm just gonna... What the heck? Okay, there's rocks now.
Do ducks have to take baths? Or are you
Oh, wait.
doing that all the time?
Spike, go away. Please, for the love of God, go away.
That's it. Just stay together.
Please stay together.
I really wish you'd stop doing that.
Yeah, I would too. Where's this last duck? Oh, ducks. There's 2 of you. Get over here. Spike, I swear to God, if you scare these ones away.
I've got a Ducky choo-choo train. Bye. Listen to your mommy. Don't swim after you eat for an hour. And look both ways before crossing rivers. Bye.
So either these ducks are not that duck's kids, because this duck doesn't care that much about whether Spike chases them or not.
Boy.
Or that's a deadbeat mom.
To mow it.
Because holy crap. I'm like, real life ducks would have absolutely gone after the dog.
Look! Grab all the wormies quick!
Actually do one hand for each side. Or one finger for each side, because
You can never have enough wormies. Gotcha.
oh dang it. Oh, so that's what happens when you hit the green ones.
These are my favoriteest food.
Come on.
Yummy. Bug off.
Oh crap, I missed that one. Come on, Phil, redeem me.
Gotcha. Wormies are my favoriteest food.
Come on.
I got no more pocket in my pockets. Me too. I'm all filled up. Yeah, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Eat.
It is definitely getting much harder to complete these games. Okay, perfect. We got 3 Reptar bars.
Hi! I was there when things took a turn for the worstest. I can tell you what you need to know. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Okay. Wait, were there? No, there weren't. Okay, this one I have literally no idea. Because none of these clues kind of match up to each other, necessarily.
A red crayon. A party hat. A alphabet block.
Click on the hat when you're done.
I'm legit just gonna guess things that we haven't guessed yet and see if that works.
A good guess, but the clue was not something to draw with. That's all I remember for now, but I could remember more if you bring me more Reptar bars.
Yep, I know.
See you later. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Mrs. Cynthia, a real doll.
Click on the hat when you're done. A good guess, but the clue was not a dolly. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
A handkerchief.
Click on the hat when you're done. A good guess, but the clue was not something from a party. That's all I remember for now, but I could remember more if you bring me more Reptar bars. See you later.
Look! It's a all-you-can-grab wormy dinner. Oh, worms are slippy. I'll put it in my pocket and save it for later. Getting dirty is fun, but the wormies are getting away. Bag off! Yummy! Gotcha! This would be easier if they stopped moving! Gotcha! You bug me! Here comes the buggy green giant! Getting dirty is fun, but the wormies are getting away! I got no more pocket in my pockets! Me too! I'm all filled up! Well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Eat!
I barely even tried and somehow got a high score. Okay, so honestly, I feel like at this point, like, I've played the minigames and they're fine, but I am starting to get bored with them a little bit, playing them over and over again. So I am literally just gonna do this a couple times because I have a feeling, again, I'm not gonna be able to get everything. Like, I feel like the clues are probably not gonna be, I'm not gonna get them this next time around. And I still need one more to guess who did it. So, yeah.
Lunch is served.
Hi. I'm the boss around these parts. Miss Angelica's turf starts at the next park over. I can tell you everything you need to know. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
A pile of wormies.
Click on the hat when you're done. A good guess, but the clue was not slimy. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Pails.
Click on the hat when you're done. A good guess, but the clue was not a container. Pick the clues that you think...
Ducky feathers.
Click on the hat when you're done. A good guess, but the clue did not have a letter on it. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Multi-balls.
Click on the hat when you're done. Good job!
Finally.
Looks like you've got them all right. Now all that's left is figuring out who done it. And that's gonna take another Reptar bar. See you later.
Okay, so we figured out that if I guess the wrong person, it actually just picks the other person instead. So it still only uses one Reptar bar. So I guess it's now going to answer the question of, if I have a Reptar bar left over, do I just keep it with me and I use it for the next mission? If there is a next one?
Hi! Now let's find out who done it.
I'm gonna take one of you downtown, or at least make you sit in a corner somewheres.
Do I look like a criminal mustard mind to you?
I would never do something like that. I'm sweet and innocent.
So this one, actually, I have no idea who it could be, because it's like, obviously the handkerchief, you know, points to Chucky, and the chocolate balls point to Angelica, so it's kind of like it's a toss-up. I'm gonna guess Angelica, though, because Chucky kind of already had a crime against him in like, when thinking about Susie, so I'm not saying that he couldn't have done it, but I don't know. I guess for me, I'm like, I'm focusing more on the chocolate balls. That's like, it might be Angelica.
Well, it couldn't have been Mrs. Angelica.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't have a handkerchief because she's not allergic to much stuff. Only bass and vegetables. Chuckaroo, you took the Maltese, Ducky?
No! I mean, yes. I mean, maybe. Just lock me up in the playpen and throw away the key. You can have all my toys, Tommy.
But Chucky, why did you do it?
I didn't mean to. I just felt bad for the Maltese Ducky. The other duckies ran up to it, but then they left it all alone. So I took it down to the lake so it could play with its friends. And I thought it wasn't moving because it was scared. And then some stuff fell out of it, but I didn't know they was multi-balls. I thought it was going potty.
That explains the ducky feathers and the dropped multi-balls. But what about the handkerchief? What did you use that for?
To blow my nose. I'm allergic to the park.
Oh, okay. Now for the $60 bazillion question. Where is it, Chucky? What did you do with the duck?
I set it free. It's floating on the lake with all of its other ducky friends. Will you come visit me at the playpen?
Nope, 'cause you're not going there. It wasn't your fault, Chucky. You were just trying to help. Mrs. Susie will understand.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks, Mr. Defective, sir, but I gotta run.
That was just like a damsel. Hire 'em and leave 'em.
You got me all wrong, Mr. Defective.
Did I say that out loud? Oops.
I've got to go change into my swimsuit and check all the ducks on the lake before bedtime. And there's a lot of ducks on the lake. But don't worry, we'll always have patty cake.
And just like that, she was gone. But the case of the Maltese Ducky was solved. Chucky stayed out of the playpen. Mrs. Susie got her multi-balls back, although they was kind of soggy. And me, well, I took a nappy. This defective stuff is tiring. Besides, I knew it wouldn't be long before somebody else came through that door and woke me up. Her name was Mrs. Angelica, but she was no angel. She wasn't much of an Elica either, really. She was the kind of girl your mommy and daddy warned you about. You know that type. Steal your cookies, break your toys, try and pull all your teeth out and give them to the tooth fairy. The usual stuff. I prepared for the worstest, but as she got closer, I saw she looked different. She didn't look mad. She looked sad. Something had happened. Something horrible.
Something horrible has happened!
Ha! I knew it! Oh, I mean, what's wrong?
She's gone! Gone!
Who?
Cynthia!
Oh, your dolly? You can just buy a new one at the store. Or not. When was the last time you seed her?
At Mrs. Antiti's house. Everything was fine. She was driving her dream car to her dream house and wearing her dream swimsuit. But then, the dream turned into a night scare. I had to pull over for a potty break. When I came back, the car was empty.
Was there a rancid note?
No.
Did Mrs. Cynthia got any amenities?
No, except the washing machine, but I already checked there.
We don't got any leaves. This isn't gonna be easy.
Please, Mr. Defective, sir. She's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. You just gotta find her. You just gotta.
Are you crying, Mrs. Angelica?
Of course not. It's just raining in my eye, that's all. Don't you know nothing?
I knew one thing. Damsels with rainy eyes got to me every time. I actually wish she was yelling at me instead. I had to find that doll. I'll take the case.
Ah, well, I bet even Edison had to go to home heaven sometimes. Come on, kids. This place really is heaven. Now, where do they keep those hydraulic shopping carts?
Okay. So very similar to the park one, just because I don't know if this is the last one. If it's not, then this will probably be a 3-part series instead of a 2-part one. But basically,
It's like a grocery store, only for houses.
basically, I'm just gonna omit the mini games this time around, just because I'm like, we've seen them all, and I just need Reptar bars to just get through. So,
Hey, cool. Someone to play hide and go seek with.
yeah. I'm just gonna... Oh, I guess actually my question was answered too.
Oh no! Usually Dill only wets himself, not everybody else. We got to get him off that sprinkler.
So I guess the Reptar bars don't carry over. And yes, I am just gonna sit here so I can get a Reptar bar.
I almost got him! Your sprinkling days are over, Dill.
Wow, that took longer than the last time. Okay, great. Got 3 Reptar bars. Is Dean over here? No. Oh, he's kind of at a...
Pretty good, kid. You might be defective material after all.
He actually picked a different spot, kind of, this time.
How'd you know I was a defective?
I can smell defectives a mile away.
How? I got a clean diaper.
I like you, kid. You're funny. If you can find me, you can find a Reptar bar, too. Bring me one and I'll tell you a little something about that case you're working on.
Reptar bars coming up.
See you later. Hey there. You learn a lot of things when you're a good hider. Now I can tell you some. Pick the clues that you think were at the scene of the crime.
Dill's binky. A drool pool. A alphabet block.
Click on the hat when you're done. Good job! Looks like you've got them all right. Now all that's left is figuring out who done it. And that's gonna take another Reptar bar.
Wow, I'm actually impressed. I got it on the first try.
If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
I kind of had an idea in my head of who it was going to be anyways before I even saw the clues. Like, once I heard the case, I was like, I have an idea of what's going to happen.
Since we know what was it, let's find out who done it.
Which one of you two's doed it?
Dude it. I think Dill dude it.
The baby did it. My own brother.
Happy.
I knew there was something dirty about you, but I thought it was just your diaper.
Poop.
Yep, but that's not all you had in your diaper, was it?
Yucky, yucky.
You said it, kid. Yucky. Mrs. Cynthia needs a bath. I bet you're wondering how I knew it was you, huh? Or maybe not. But I'm gonna tell you anyways. I knew the mouth juice on the floor was either from you or Spiky. Same with the chewed up block. But the binky, that's what sealed your crate. You dropped that to pick up Mrs. Cynthia, didn't you? Didn't you? Come on, Dilly, confess. I know you did it. This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Where did you find her?
Let's just say I really got to the bottom of this case.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Defective, sir. I could just give you a great big kiss, too. But I won't. Who knows where a gross baby like you has been? I know how to repay you. I won't call you a dumb baby for a whole day. Nah, half a day. Nah, I just won't call you one right now. Okay? We're even. Bye.
Just very strange payback policy.
That was mean, selfish, and ungrateful. It was good to have the real Mrs. Angelica back, and Mrs. Cynthia too. But I hope she took a trip to the washing machine real soon. Dill didn't have to take a trip to time out. I went easy on him. He's just a kid. If I had $1 for every time I shoved some down my diaper when I was a baby, I'd be a bazillionaire. I still shove stuff down my diaper now, and I'm almost 2. And me,
Well, I wasn't a bazillionaire, so I had to sit and wait for my next case to come along.
I've got it.
Mrs. Susie, my favorite client. She was a real sophisticated lady, knew all her colors and could count too. She was all right. Too bad lately the only time I saw her was when something was wrong. We gotta stop meeting like this.
But this is the only office you have, isn't it?
She had a point. Yeah, never mind. What seemed to be the problem?
Somebody stole a piece of art from me.
Oh, which piece of it did they steal?
The whole thing.
That's a pretty big piece.
The biggest. How long have you been a defective?
My whole life.
Oh.
So, about a year.
Oh.
But I'm the bestest defective around.
You're the only defective around.
That too. So tell me what happened. Just the facts, man.
I was in the park. I just finished gluing together my latest masterpiece, a statue of myself made out of Macarodi. Then, my little brother Edwin got stuck on the slide, and I had to go rescue him. When I came back, I was gone. I mean, the statue of me was gone.
Oh.
Edwin.
I'll
I thought
take
Edwin was
that
open.
cake.
You mean the case?
What did I say?
Are you sure you have a defective license?
You need a license?
You need a license? Okay. So I'm gonna end it here. As much as I would actually really love to continue doing this, it is getting pretty late, so I need to end it off here. As well as Defective, I think I've done another 4 cases for this. So I'm not really sure where the cutoff is. I have a feeling it's probably gonna be 10 cases. I'm actually... I don't want to, but I do kind of want to know. Because if this is again the very last case, then maybe I should just complete it, but... Okay, no. This is not the last level. I will not reveal how many more levels there are, but there is enough to at least get another part out. So... Obviously, I'm going to save all of my thoughts and my critiques until that part. But for now, I'm going to end this part off here. This is really fun. I just wish that there was more varied mini-games. I am glad that there are some mini-games that you can just sit back and just let go if you wanted to. But, yeah. So, until that next part, I guess. Bye-bye.
Where do you think you're going?
Potty.